Hello, I'm Cik Nur Sulhini binti Cik Abdul Wasani. Today we and my friends will presenting about scopes of political science. So let's get started. Political science is a scientific study of politics. It is a branch of social sciences dealing with theory, organization, government, and practice of the state. It is related to economics, law, sociology, history, philosophy, human geography, journalism, political anthropology, psychology, and social policy. Moving to the next slide, we have political science uses methods that relate to the kinds inquiries like primary sources and secondary sources. The example of primary sources are historical documents and official records. Meanwhile, for the secondary sources are scholarly journal articles, survey research, statistical analysis, case studies, experimental research, and model building. Who participates in this political science? The people who participate in political science are political leaders, parties, interest groups, and voters. Also, among others who participate in the political process. We take Malaysia for example. In Malaysia, they commonly do activities like voting, campaigning, and lobbying in the political game. It started when the government announced that there will be an election with political participants. The government activities are to the result of public policy. As you can see, there are 4 scopes of political science. The first one is political theory, the second one is international relations, next is comparative politics and government, and lastly, public administration.
Political theory is a branch of philosophy and it is one of the branches of political science that investigates what a better political society would entail and how we might achieve it. It is also considered by some to be a subdiscipline of political science, but the name generally attributed to this form of political inquiry is political theory, a discipline that has a closer method to the theoretical fields in the social sciences. It may help us comprehend the ideas that have formed our politics, such as freedom, equality, individualism, democracy, and justice. The political theory means history of political ideas that started usually with the ancient Greeks and extended to the present-day political thinkers. The opinion of the scholars that have been proven to be true after an experiment test. There are examples of political theory like theory of democracy, theory on the origin of the state, communism, and autocracy. Among scholars that have contributed their political idea were Plato, Aristotle, Al-Farabi, St. Augustine, and more. One of the scholars' opinions that contributed their political ideas is Sayyid Qutb, where according to him, he believed in things that cannot be seen or are imperceptible, is a significant indicator of man's capacity to absorb information from areas other than science. The concept of imperceptible is crucial in differentiating between man and animal. Materialists, too, both ancient and contemporary, tends to pull man back to an illogical life, with no space for the spiritual and where everything is decided only by sensory methods. What is marketed as progressive thinking is really a kind of regress.
The next one is international relations. International relations are the study of interaction of nation-states and non-governmental organizations in fields such as politics, economics, and security. International relations can be defined as how a country reacts with other states. International relations has 3 important key elements in it, which is international security, economics, and diplomacy. The first one is international security, What is international security? International security is a term which refers to the measure taken by the states and international organizations to ensure mutual survival and safety. The importance of international security. International security plays a major role in ending terrorism, preventing pandemic disease, obtaining cybersecurity, stabilizing financial markets, and bringing a peaceful democratization. The second one is international economics. What is international economics? International economics is the interaction between nations through social, economics, also institutional determinants and consequences. What is the benefit of international economics? For countries with significant level of poverty like Malaysia, economic growth can improve living standards. Our lives also influences by macroeconomic trends such as inflation, interest rates, and economic growth. The third and the last one is diplomacy. What is diplomacy? Diplomacy is the practice of influencing decisions and conduct of other governments or international governmental organizations through dialogue, negotiation, and other non-violent means. The importance of diplomacy. Diplomacy play an important role in the way nations interact and relate with other nations of the world, because there must be diplomacy before a nation can protect its national interests in the international system. That is why international relations is an important course in the world today.
Comparative politics and government. Comparative politics and government refer to look at the comparison of one country with another. Through comparison, we can see the similarities and the differences of the system among them. It concerns with observation of various types and forms of politics and government that exist in order to compare all of these things. It can be done on institutions, constitutions, organizations, laws, and so on. Why comparative politics and government is important? It is important because it can help people to understand the nature and working of political frameworks around the world. For example, between Malaysia and the United States, Malaysia adopts a diverse political party system. Partisan politics means a political journey is in favor of the winning or ruling party. There are several parties such as Parti Barisan Nasional, Parti Islam Se-Malaysia, MCA, DAP, MIC, PBS, and several parties. As for the United States, they adopt a two-party system and a bipartisan is defined as one ideology. The political system practiced in the United States is not in favor of the winning party. Instead, members of Congress consisting of two-party system which is Republicans and Democrats. It's ruled together in the interest of the country and the people. 1.4 Public Administration. Public administration is known as serving and giving priority to the public. It is also looks at how governance is managed, administered, and provides the best service for the sake of our community. Besides that, public administration also implements all law, policies or programs that are enacted through legislative process and is a big part of maintaining the state and nation to remain harmonious. Civil servants or public officers are those who work and serve the government. The role of public administration is to form policies and regulations to strengthen equality, dynamic, efficient governance. The characteristics of governance in administration are sincerity, effectiveness, efficiency, accountability, and responsiveness in meeting the needs of the people and the smooth running of a body or organization. For example, in Malaysia, civil servants or civil officers are those who work and serve the government. They are responsible for making sure everything runs smoothly and in order. Some of the positions that can be performed in public administration are administrative officers of various public agencies. We take for the field of health service, doctors and nurses play a big role in providing the best health care to the public. On the other hand, in the education field, Teachers and professors are instrumental in providing education to students in order to create highly educated society. For public protection, there are firefighters on duty to put out fires and save people from incidents which endangers lives. And for public safety, there are police bodies that protect civilians from burglary, harassment, and all criminal cases that can be handled by police. As for the last, to conclude, political science has made a huge impact on our lives from the beginning in terms of national development, economics, law, sociology, history, philosophy, human geography, journalism, political anthropology, psychology, and social policy. The fundamental problems of science are an investigation of the nature of the state as the highest political agency for the realization of society's common ends, and the formulation of fundamental principles of the state life. The second is an investigation of the nature, history, and forms of political institutions. And lastly, a deduction of the laws from these institutions to the extent possible. In modern times, political science acquired a realistic and secular approach. As a result of the emergence of capitalism, following the Industrial Revolution, the role of the state underwent considerable changes. The subject of political science became a specialized science of the state. It studied different forms of government and its organs like legislature, executive, and judiciary. The scope of political science includes the study of the role of the state, functions of government, and its relationship with citizens. So, that is all from our group. Thank you for watching.